this lighting isn't too awful. Also, please ignore the sound of my voice. I've been a little ill for the past, like, since Sunday, for the past few days, let's say that. And therefore I sound very nasally and don't feel so hot. But I'm getting better, which is the only thing that matters. I'm on an antibiotic, so I'm like no longer contagious and I no longer have a sore throat and the whole thing, but I do sound like very nasally, so that's how we're kicking off today's vlog. Ignore how I sound. Promise that I sound way worse than I feel. So what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name is Hannah. If you're not new, welcome back. Welcome to like a travel prep vlog. I am headed to a girls trip in a few days and I wanted to get a head start on not only prepping but also packing, because I actually head to my friend's apartment tomorrow night and I'm spending the night there, and then we're headed to JFK together the following morning. I'm doing that because it's literally like a $90 Uber, maybe even like $100, honestly, over $100 to get to JFK by myself. So it's way more cost efficient for me to like take the subway or Uber to their apartment, spend the night there, and then Uber with them to JFK the next morning, because we can split it 4 ways. So I'm basically leaving for this trip tomorrow night, and therefore it's time to start packing. I wanted to start off this vlog by not only stating that like I do sound sick, because it's very noticeable. I feel like I sound very nasally. I'm gonna be sniffling throughout this vlog. Promise I'm feeling a little bit better, but I don't know where the sickness came from. I had so many plans to like be productive this week, and I had workout classes booked. I was just gonna try to go into this trip feeling like super good about myself, super healthy, and clearly my body had other plans, because I woke up Sunday morning with like a sore throat and felt gross. I thought maybe it was allergies. I waited a day and it just progressively, I feel like, got worse throughout the day on Sunday, and I ended up getting put on an antibiotic. So I have been struggling this entire week, and it has forced all of my plans to change. So I canceled all workout classes. I've been in the apartment for the past 3 days. I have like barely really eaten anything. I have like no appetite. It's been an interesting week, to say the least, leading up to this trip. But I'm hoping that by the time tomorrow rolls around, I'm gonna be feeling like 100% better. The only thing that will be left is like this like nasally sound that I have going on. I wanted to start off the vlog by saying that, but I also wanted to start off by giving you guys a little bit of haul of things that I've bought to prep for this trip. Before I even got sick, I did like a bunch of things on Saturday. I got my nails done. I love the way that they turned out. They're like a little yellowy color. And then I went to Sephora. I went to CVS, and then I ordered some books on Amazon. So we're gonna do a haul of all that stuff. And this was when I was feeling 100% fine. I literally didn't even start feeling sick until after I went to bed Saturday night. Like I was 100% fine, literally worked out Saturday, did not feel like I was getting sick at all. So I'm very glad that I got all my errands done for this trip on Saturday, because if I had waited until the last minute to trip prep and trip shop, I would have been struggling, because I literally couldn't leave the house at all this week. So I'm glad I got all this done. But that's the haul that's coming your way now, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'm excited for this little trip prep vlog. These are always my favorite vlogs to film, because I love watching other people like trip prep, pack, and then like the trip vlog. So I like filming them for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and let's get into today's vlog. Hopefully this angle is a little bit better and the lighting's a little bit better. There's still like a weird shadow happening, but it is what it is. I'm gonna chug some liquid IV really quickly. I've been trying to drink at least one of the liquid IVs every day to get some electrolytes back in my body, and also just good for hydration. I've been drinking the strawberry pack and I really like them. I think I'm gonna bring some on the trip too, just because I feel like, especially when you're in super warm places, it's really important to rehydrate your body and like take in as many electrolytes as you possibly can. So I'm gonna bring some of the liquid IV packs onto the trip. Okay, we're moving the angle one more time. I'm gonna go with this angle because I feel like this is the best out of the 3 that we've been through now. This is the best angle. Let's start with my little Sephora haul. I went to Sephora on Saturday to pick up a few things. I had like a little list on my phone of things that I wanted to get, so I went in there with a goal in mind, and I, for the most part, achieved this goal. I didn't find the exact products that I was looking for, but I was able to sub some out, so that's really nice. I got a new NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is my favorite concealer of all time. I kind of use it as foundation because I don't use full coverage foundation literally ever. And whenever I have a breakout or anything like that, I just use concealer, so I color match this to like my skin tone. I bought it in the mini size because I find that in the summer and the winter, honestly, my skin tone changes like abruptly depending on if I'm out in the sun, if I'm not out in the sun, if I'm tan, if I'm not tan, you know, the whole 9 yards. So there's really no point in me buying a full size of this shade if I know that once I go to Punta Cana, I'm gonna come back like way tanner than I was before. So I just bought a mini size to get me through the beginning of the trip, and hopefully by the end of the trip I won't even be wearing makeup, you know? Bought this, then I bought the Glossier mascara. I've actually bought this in the past, and I don't know why I stopped buying it because I really love this mascara. I love how thin it is. The packaging, of course, is adorable too. I mean, look how simple that is, but I love the brush on this because, let me not do that over my couch in case it sprays, because it's super thin, and I feel like when brushes or mascara brushes are like this, it makes for a more simple and natural makeup look, specifically for like your eye makeup. So I really love this mascara. I needed a new perfume because I ran out of my replica perfume, and I love the replica perfumes so much. All the scents that I've tried are great, but they are so insanely expensive, and I was just not looking to drop like $150 on a perfume when I went to Sephora. And I've heard that great things about this specific spray. It's been viral on TikTok recently. It's the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush spray. It's the Brazilian Jasmine and Pink Dragon Fruit spray / perfume mist. This kind of reminds me of like sprays that I would have in high school, like, you know, the Victoria's Secret ones. And this kind of brings me back to like the high school locker room, but I really like it. I have never tried the Baccarat perfume that everyone loves, but when I was in Sephora, one of the workers was saying that this was like a good dupe for the Baccarat perfume. She says she has the Baccarat perfume, like the real one, and she has a spray, and they're practically identical. So if you were a Baccarat perfume girl, I know it's really pricey, and you're looking for a dupe, apparently this is a good dupe. Don't quote me on that because I've never tried the Baccarat one, but apparently it's good. And then the last thing I picked up is this Kerastase Nutritive Nectar Thermique. That is a mouthful. It's basically a leave-in conditioning, leave-in styling gel for your hair. I went in looking for the day styling cream because you guys know that I am a big fan of slick back looks. I literally always have my hair up. I very rarely have my hair down. And I was just looking for something that was more than the hairspray, something that like was actually doing something good for my hair. And they don't sell the day styling cream at the Sephora that I went to in Williamsburg. So I asked for like a recommendation of a similar product, and the girl mentioned that this was a great product. It is pricier than the day styling cream. If this could focus, that would be awesome. This one was like $44, and I think the day styling cream is $30. But she made great points because she said that this is actually doing something for your hair. It also helps with heat. It's like a blow dry care for dry hair. So it's like a 3-in-1 type of product, honestly. It protects from heat, helps with styling, and it's just overall good for your hair. And this brand has been around for years. You know, it's kind of like reputable, you know? I feel like sometimes with these newer brands, I have a hard time buying into the fact that they're good for your hair, and that there aren't studies that are going to be released years from now being like, if you use this product, you may be suffering from hair loss, yada yada yada. Like kind of how the Olaplex situation came about with that one product that they sold, how it was like causing cancer or something like that. But I like brands that have been around for a while that like hair salons use too, because I know that they're pretty well liked and used and sold, and like there's just like years of studies behind them. So I have only used this once. I liked it the one time I used it. I will have to keep using it to know whether or not like I really would recommend it, but we shall see. So that's all I got from Sephora. Next up, I'll do a little book haul. I've been in a book slump for the past like honestly month or two. I have had no desire to pick up my Kindle specifically. I don't know what it is, but like my Kindle is just boring me lately. Like I haven't wanted to pick it up at all. So I've switched back to physical books, and that did something for me. Ever since I switched back to physical books, I've had a desire to read again. So I've just been buying 1 or 2 Amazon books at a time to get me back into reading until I feel like I can go back to my Kindle, you know? So the first book that I bought for the trip was Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan, something like that. This is the cover. A lot of people said that it was very similar to Every Summer After, Love in Other Words, like all of those summer romance books. I actually cheated and I started this book already and I'm on page 193, so I'm almost done with it because it's under 300 pages. I don't know if I would agree with the fact that it's similar to Every Summer After and all those summer books. It definitely has a summery vibe to it, but it isn't like my favorite summer romance book that I've ever read, I will have to say, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. So I'm not going to end up bringing this on the trip with me, even though I bought it for the trip, because I'm literally almost done and I will probably finish it tonight. So bought that one. This book is the book that I'm bringing on the trip and I'm so excited to start it. I'm starting the Crescent City series by Sarah J Maas. You guys note that I just finished the Throne of Glass series. I have finished all of the books that have come out for, what is it called? Oh my god, why am I literally forgetting the name of it? The ACOTAR series. I just blanked out for so long there. I don't know if I'm good. I finished all of the books that have been released for the ACOTAR series, and now I'm moving on to Crescent City, which is the third series that she has come out with. There's only 2 books in the series so far. The third book is scheduled to come out in January 2024. They actually just released the cover for the third book in the series, and it is stunning, like chef's kiss. So I'm excited to start this. I've heard that this is the most confusing series out of the 3 that she's written because the world building is kind of a struggle for the first like 25 to 50% of this book. So I know that I really need to just like get past the first 50% before I'm really gonna end up liking it or like want to move on. So I'm scared for this book, but I'm also very, very excited to start it because I've been craving reading a Sarah J Maas and a fantasy book recently. So we're finally picking this one up. So those are the 2 books that I bought for the trip. And now, last but not least, let's move on to the CVS haul, which is basically all of the essentials that I need for the beach, but also just things that I needed to restock in my everyday life. They're not like travel specific really, but I did need them like before my trip. So before I show this to you, yes, it is a lot of stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. And it's because it is a lot of stuff, but I'm restocking for not only my everyday life, but also my trip. So that's that. We'll start off with the 2 most obvious. I bought new sunscreen. I didn't need to do this. I should have checked under the cabinet before I bought new sunscreen, but I did it anyway. So I bought the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist sunscreen in SPF 45, stunning. And then I bought a coconut oil SPF 15, so it moisturizes, protects, but also you get tan using it. I love the Banana Boat brand. It also smells really good. And then I'm excited about this one because I've talked previously on my channel about how I use a very specific sunscreen for my face. It's because my face like breaks out when I'm in the sun and it has like a reaction to the sun rays or whatever. So I use a sunscreen that only has the active ingredient zinc oxide in it, which is basically just like a physical mineral sunscreen with literally 1 ingredient, and it legitimately like blocks all sun rays from getting to your face when you're in the sun. And I could never find products that only had zinc oxide in them. I have searched high and low every brand, and that was the only brand that I could ever find that only had that one specific ingredient in it, until the other day at CVS. And I don't know if just like more brands are coming out with this or if I was just looking in the wrong places, but I was able to find 2 brands that actually now sell products with just zinc oxide in it. Neutrogena is one of them, and Cetaphil is the other one. Cetaphil is like a dermatologist tested brand, and I think they have like a really good face wash that a lot of people use. It's kind of similar to CeraVe, so I feel like I trust this brand more than Neutrogena, but it has only zinc oxide in it, 12%, and it was way cheaper than the other one that I used. This one was like $15 compared to the $60 sunscreen I've been using. I know that that is a lot, but it just worked, so that's what I've been using. So I'm excited to be able to compare the 2. Hopefully this one works and I can just switch to like the $15 sunscreen and not have to repurchase the $60 sunscreen. That would be super ideal. That and the fact that you have to buy the other one online, and this one you can actually find in the store. So Cetaphil Sun SPF 50 sheer mineral sunscreen with only zinc oxide in it. I was super excited when I found this. It was stunning. It also lasts for 80 minutes. and it's sweat proof and swimming proof, so we love that. Other things that I bought were just random essentials. I needed a new travel CeraVe face wash. I needed a new travel toothbrush with toothpaste, so I bought this little pack. I want to bring Benadryl with me just in case. There's really no need for this, but I feel like when you're traveling to a foreign country, it's good to just bring essential medical items with you because you don't know how certain medicines translate in other countries. So I always bring like ibuprofen with me, Tylenol, Benadryl, Neosporin, Tums, like just the very basic medical items. And we were also out of this in our apartment in general, so I'm only gonna bring like a couple of tablets with me, but I'll leave this box here. This is the type that I buy. I'm also gonna try this new product. It's the Ollie brand, Beat the Bloat. It reduces bloating. I feel like when I travel, and similar to when everyone travels, I get super bloated, super uncomfortable. I actually hate it. It's like my least favorite part about traveling is knowing that I'm just gonna feel super gross. So for this trip, I wanted to try out the bloat pills. I wasn't looking for this brand specifically. I was looking for another brand that people have been promoting, but I'm assuming that those products you can only buy online and that I should have done that in advance. But luckily, I found these in CVS, and I've tried the Ollie brand before. I've tried their melatonin gummies, and we've also tried their relax gummies or something like that. I just know that the brand is fine and I'm not gonna have a reaction to it, so I'm trying out the bloat pills. If I end up using them, I'll let you guys know how it goes, and this could be a great dupe for the expensive ones that a lot of influencers have been promoting. And I also like that you can literally find this at your local CVS, so that's really nice. And then the next two things that I bought are just restocking on razors. So that's it for the CVS haul. That's it for the haul in general. Those are the only things I really needed for this trip. I had pretty much everything else. You guys know that I keep my tote bag pretty stocked up on travel goods so that I can just like grab the tote bag and go when I travel. And so it only needed like a minimum restock, and then I only needed like a minimum restock on makeup, sunscreen, the whole 9 yards. So that's it for my little haul. Okay, I just finished packing up all my bathroom stuff, so I figured I'd like walk you through the organization. And before I even do that, no comments about how I'm an overpacker and that I don't need all these products, because I am literally checking a suitcase. So if it fits in the suitcase, I feel like I can pack whatever I want. I always get comments on all these packing videos where people are saying that I overpack and bring way too many products and too many clothes, and honestly, if it fits in the suitcase and I feel good about it, my suitcase isn't overweight and I'm paying for the bag anyways, I don't know why it really matters. So that's just a quick disclaimer before I show you guys everything I'm packing. Over here I have my medication. I'm leaving it out for now because I do need these tonight and tomorrow, but I want to put these in my carry-on bag, like my tote or my backpack or whatever I feel like bringing, just in case the suitcase gets lost. I don't want to lose all of my medication, so that's here. And then I have my makeup, my brushes. I put all of my sunscreen in this little clear bag. That way I can just throw this in my tote bag when I'm actually at the resort. So it has 2 regular sunscreens, the tanning sunscreen, 2 face sunscreens, and then lip sunscreen, like a chapstick with SPF in it. So I love this little tote bag. I actually use this here at the apartment too. Like when I go up to the roof, I'll pack this with a bunch of sunscreen and stuff in it, and then I'll just like bring this up. I love it. I got it from Target a few years ago and it's held up, so I enjoy that. And then these are full-size items that I'm bringing. I just put them in a plastic bag so they don't leak. I have the perfume spray, friction defense stuff for my hair, dry shampoo, eye patches, and all of this. I don't think I'll put anything else in here, but I figured I might as well just put it in a plastic bag so it doesn't leak on the plane. And then I made sure that I restocked this. So everything that I bought that needed to be restocked for this bag I showed you guys in the haul, so I'm not going to walk through it, but like I just made sure to organize everything. So I had like deodorant, razors, hair stuff, lotion, tampons, makeup wipes, conditioner, all of the whole 9 yards. I love this little bag. I can have it linked similar to every other packing video. It's also on my Amazon storefront. If you guys are ever looking for like my go-to packing essentials, I have a whole little collection on there. So I love this. For this trip, I packed a little bit different, and I packed probably way too many clothes, but we're gonna be doing a ton of activities at the resort in addition to like swimming, boat rides, beach, dinner, outings, the whole 9 yards. So I feel like I kind of need like 2 or 3 outfits per day depending on what we're doing, which is why it looks like I have an absurd amount of clothes, but I promise there is a reason for every single item that's on this bed. For this trip, I decided to pack a little bit different. I normally pack things in quantities, so I'll just put like dresses times 5, shoes times 2, underwear times 7, whatever the category of item may be. And this time I decided to pack by day just to make sure that I had enough outfits per day. So I did Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and kind of tried to lay out what we were doing that day and what outfits I would need for the activities that we're doing. I hope that kind of like makes sense. And then I put like a bunch of miscellaneous items at the bottom, but I wanted to get the clothes laid on the bed first so I could pack those in the suitcase so I could make sure I wasn't forgetting anything. So that's what this large mess is about. I was also watching the new season of All American over here, so I'll kind of try to like break down how I packed and how I laid out the bed. Up top are the swimsuits. We're gonna be there for 5 days, so I have 5 swimsuits, cover-ups for the swimsuits. I have 3 pairs of pajamas for 5 nights, 4 nights, 6 nights, something like that. Socks, underwear, bras. Then I have the evening outfits. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 dresses, 1 set, and then I just am bringing an extra outfit in case I want something a little bit more casual. These are just linen pants with a little cropped 1 shoulder top. And then down here are like my casual / comfy outfits. I have 2 outfits for the airport. So Friday airport outfit and then Wednesday airport outfit. Then I have 3 sets of workout clothes because the resort does host workout classes during the day and in the mornings, and there's also a really nice gym, so I think I'm going to try to do a few of the workout classes while I'm there, just to be like a fun experience to switch things up. And this is also pending that I feel better. If I don't feel better, I'm obviously not going to do workout classes, but I really hope that by tomorrow, like, my stuffy nose is going to be cleared up. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and manifesting good health for this trip. And then I'm just packing 1 extra little comfy outfit, I don't know, just in case it like rains or something, or I don't feel like dressing up, or I just want to throw something on. That's like what I reach for at home, so I just wanted to pack it for my trip too. And then I'm also bringing a hat to wear on my head with the bikinis. And I think this is it. I'll probably remember if I'm forgetting something like throughout the day or tomorrow. Like I said, I don't leave until tomorrow night, so I still have time to like remember things and pack extra things in case I'm forgetting something, but this is what I packed based on the list that I just showed you guys on my phone. I really shouldn't be missing anything because I'm definitely overpacking, but also that's why we're bringing the big suitcase, you know? Paying for a checked bag, so I might as well fill it to the brim while I can. Everything's packed up in my suitcase for the most part. I put shoes, toiletries, I almost said Tide Pod, my tripod, curling iron, all that stuff here. And then I put all my clothes over here. The suitcase is literally so massive, it fits absolutely everything. The only thing I really have to worry about is it being overweight, which I don't think it will be because I don't have any like winter jackets or boots or anything, but also you just never know with shoes and all of the products that I'm bringing. So my suitcase portion is packed. I think the only thing I really have left to pack is like my carry-on stuff, which I'm charging a bunch of things now. I'm gonna bring this little speaker. I'm gonna bring a battery pack. I'm gonna bring my iPad. I have my Kindle in the other room. Haven't decided if I'm gonna bring these big headphones or not. I'm leaning towards a no just because I wanna save space in my carry-on for other items. You know, this little case that carries all my cords. And I have to look at what else I need to charge. I know I need to charge my AirPods and my phone too, so we'll see. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day. Literally all my hair is falling out. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm feeling a lot better today than I was yesterday, and of course the previous day, so I feel like we're finally getting back on track. I literally have 1 day left of my antibiotic and then I am a free woman. I don't have to blow my nose as much. I feel like I'm sounding a little bit less nasally. So we'll see how that progresses throughout the day, but this morning I just woke up and was like, I'm starting to feel like myself again, which is so nice. The only thing I really have left to pack today is everything in like my carry-on bag, which I'm gonna try to only bring my tote. I realistically am probably not gonna bring any electronics except for my camera and my phone, because whenever I go on these trips with girls, we just end up like chatting the whole time, or like if we're not chatting, we're reading by the pool because we all like to read. So I don't think that I'm gonna like really use my iPad. I don't want to bring my laptop. I feel like it's gonna be like an electronic free trip, so I don't have that many things to pack in my carry-on. So I think that I can use like that little tote bag that I have, the one that's kind of woven from Amazon. I bought it specifically for this trip, or I bought it with this trip in mind, not specifically for this trip, but I've been using it a lot recently and I really love it. It has so much space. So I think I can probably get away with just using that. So that's what we're gonna pack up today. I'm gonna try to pack up now, and then I also want to edit this vlog so it goes up for you guys on Sunday. I've been slacking on the upload schedule a little bit. I did vlog week last week where I posted 5 days in a row. I posted Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I feel like that kind of wore me out a little bit from vlogging. We're back at it, and I want to get a video up for you guys because it's been almost like a week and a half, I think. Last video I posted was last Thursday, and this one's going to go up on Sunday, so it's been over a week for sure. Let's get to packing our carry-on bag so that I know I have everything. I can check it off my list, put everything by the door, and be good to go. I'm literally so freaking excited that like my travel journey starts tonight. I'm so excited for this girls trip. I think it's much needed. I need the sun, I need the beach, I need my girls. It's gonna be such a good time. Also, this is something new that I'm doing for this trip. I bought an air tag to put in my luggage because I've honestly heard a few horror stories recently of JetBlue and Punta Cana specifically. I know there's been like a lot of issues with people not only losing their bags on like literally direct flights, but also just JetBlue being very unreliable, and I'm very nervous about losing my bag, so I'm gonna put this in my suitcase. This will also be beneficial for future travels, but I just like bought it for this trip and then I'll use it in the future. I feel like this is better lighting to show you guys like what the AirTag looks like. And if you're not familiar with an AirTag, it's basically like a little tracking device. A lot of people put this on their keys too, like in a little holder, so that if you lose your keys often or like lose your wallet often or something, this can track the very specific location where it is. So like if you lose it in your apartment, you'll literally be able to find it from the AirTag or something like that. So I'm just gonna stuff it in like one of the little packing cubes that I have in my suitcase, and hopefully if my bag gets lost, knock on whatever the frick this is, because I really don't want it to get lost, and it really shouldn't with a direct flight, but honestly you never know. If it does by any chance, I'll know exactly where it is. I'm officially done with this bag, so I'm gonna put it over here out of the way so that I can do other things in my bedroom. I have everything that I need to pack in my tote bag laid out on this chair, so I'll walk you guys through what I'm packing in here, and as you can see, it's really not that much, so it definitely will all fit in here. I'm bringing my hat, which I'm just gonna tie to the side of my tote bag, my book, I have 2 pairs of sunglasses, my reading glasses, AirPods, little speaker, lip gloss, passport, medicine. This is like my cord case. You guys know this has like all of my charging cords in it, and then I think my wallet is in here somewhere, and whoop, it just literally fell out. And that is pretty much it. The only thing I have left to grab is my phone charger, but I'm gonna have to plug my phone in at some point today, so I'm just gonna leave that as like my last minute little grab item. And yeah, I think that this should be good. I still have like the rest of the day to think of things if I forget something, but I think we're off to a good start. Alright, we are all set and good to go. Look how cute this all looks together. I love when all my stuff matches. Ending off this vlog back in the bathroom because it has the best lighting and it's the quietest. But thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I know it wasn't as thorough as my other packing videos, so if like you guys want like an in-depth packing tutorial or like trip prep tutorial, I would recommend watching some of my other packing vlogs. I have a whole playlist of them. If you guys have been around for a while, you guys know that I kind of do this pretty often, so I have a ton that are more in depth than this, but this was just like a quick little walkthrough of how I prep for a trip, what I've been doing, things that I've been buying, kind of like a little method to the madness type of situation. I just thought it'd be like a fun vlog to film and put out for you guys that like the travel content. So stay tuned for the actual travel vlog to find out like what resort I'm staying at and the whole 9 yards. I'm not going to announce it in this video because this video will be up while I'm at the resort, and just for like safety reasons I'm not going to say the resort name, but if you watch the travel vlog, that'll be up after I leave the resort. So I'll like show where we're staying, do a little walkthrough of the resort, like a little resort tour, room tour type of situation. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to subscribe down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the Punta Cana vlog. Bye.